Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in central Scotland. Today I am filming number 27 in my 100 days of hashtag simple stamping. So let's hope it works, okay? And I'm going to sit down. I do this every time I stand up to introduce myself. And then I need to sit down and stamp. I know a lot of people can stamp standing up, but my desk's all the wrong height for that. Anyway, excuse me till I get a glug of my tea. It's just the right temperature. Okay, that should be okay. Right, so I don't know, I just pulled out 3 of the new colour. Well, 1 is a returning colour and 2 are new colours that came in with the annual catalogue this year. So I've got Azure Afternoon, Lemon Lime Twist and Lemon Lolly. So we'll be Lemon Lolly, Lemon Lime Twist, you know, wee bit of fun with the tongue. Right, so I have an inside layer. I have a basic white layer for stamping on, but I'm going to stamp on everything else. And I had this card base. Now I might have done one recently using Lemon Lime Twist card base, but you know, it did have another half. It was a tenthful, but I'm going to do this time, I'm going to do landscape. So I thought I might tone on the card base, because look, there's all these, there's quite a lot of stamps in here, so it'd be nice to use some of them. I have used the foliage and other ones. I have used the flower this time, and I'll use this one, which I will use again, but let's bring in this and this. So first of all, we'll take this one. It's just, I don't know, it's just dashes, I don't know. And I'm going to do tone on tone. I love tone on tone. It just gives texture. So tone on tone stamping means stamping on the card with the same colour of ink. And when it goes on, it's darker, so it will be visible. So I'm just going to randomly, mostly around the edge and more in the corners. It's just giving this a texture. Because I'm going to pop that and then that, but then I've realised I won't see much, so I'm actually thinking of a composition that's a bit more like that. It's not my usual style, but you know what, sometimes it's good to change it up. Sometimes I bore myself because I keep going for the same sort of setup. Excuse me, I'm going to take my jumper off. I was cold earlier, but not now. I need to get out for some fresh air, I think, as well. Anyway, back to stamping, because that's what we're here for. I think I'm here to hear about me. Well, I know some of you did actually. So you can see from, because I took the gap, you can see when it goes on it's darker and it lightens a bit as it dries. Something quite satisfying about this. I almost just fill that in, and then whatever I do, we've got texture, we know it's there. It won't be seen, but we know it's there. We'll just sort that corner right. So we've got loads of texture on the card base, and we did that with our lemon lime twist. I'm going to clean that stamp, believe it or not, and put it back in. And I'm going to take this little wee one. And stamp on my lemon lolly layer with lemon lolly ink. Now that is a mouthful. Now I'm just going to go around the outside of this. I think actually it's just probably going to be corners that will show, but we'll just, I don't know exactly how I'll stick it down. I hope you can see this in the video. It's really pretty. You could choose any of the stamps to do this. And that's it. And then, actually, while I've got this one out, or shall I do something else? While I've got this one out, I'm just going to do a wee bit for the inside. I'm just going to do it along the base of the inside layer and along the top, why not? Simple stamping doesn't have to be quick. You can take your time and do loads. It's just that it's straightforward. And we don't add too many other techniques to our cards when we're doing simple stamping. And then this is, of course, remember I'm doing landscape, so it's good that I did top and bottom, because while I was stamping I was thinking portrait and then I forgot I was doing a landscape card. But that's just me. Okay, so now I'm going to take the flower and I'm going to take this sort of splodgy stamp. It'll come out just kind of like watercolour, and I'm just going to stamp this with the lemon lolly, and I'm going to put one there, one there, and one there. And then I'm actually going to stamp the flower with the Azure Afternoon. Thinking is, I don't know if I left room for a sentiment, but we'll have a look when we're done. So again, I'm just going to stamp the flower 3 times at a similar angle. 1, 2. My Azure Afternoon is very juicy, but again that will go back. Now I could put, just let's have a look. So I'm quite liking that one. I could put sentiment there. And do something along that sort of idea. So I could stamp it over there or there. Or we could have another layer and we could have the happy birthday. Actually, I think we might just do that. Sometimes. Just looking to see if we've got a strip. Could stamp it here and then trim it. Or do I have a bit? Oh, I've got some thinner strips here. Because I'm looking at that happy birthday, my dear. But thinking I would be don't know if that's too happy birthday, my dear. I don't know if this is too thin or not. It's hard to see. Let's try it and see. And then I've got this one. Or I could do the thanks. You've got loads of choices then. That's not so good. So let's try. That's a bit straighter. Then I was wonder what the thanks one looks like. Good to have choices when you're making up a card. No, that didn't work. I'm not wanting to. Let's try it here. Just putting it slightly up and then I can trim it. That's a bit squint, but I still could trim that. I don't know if I want to use that or the other bit. I've stamped them and then I can close my ink and we can decide when we get to that stage. Let's just clean these because I just have a fear of everything getting... I'm not up for getting too inky today for some reason, which is a good thing. I go through phases, probably hormonal, but well, I don't know, I am 67, 66, I'm only 66. So shouldn't be, but somehow I do have phases. I've been bothered about getting inky and tidying up and sometimes not being bothered. Weird. It's the human condition. So Timeless Charm. Something quite pleasing about a bit of repetition like that. So let's just layer this up and see where we go. And then this one is actually smaller than that one, although in this kind of composition it could be the same size. But I did want to be able to see a bit of the tone on tone stamping underneath, so let's kind of take it to the opposite angle. Ish. Just adjust it till it makes you happy. Something about, I'm wondering, I'll just take I'm just cutting right along the top of the letters, which I don't usually do, but just sometimes. I actually think I want it just there. Yeah, I'm going to just, or decisions. Do you know what? It'll look nice, any of them. There you go. So it's another thank you card. I'll put the lid on the glue. The snips away. Oh, forgot to put the, see, the centre in. Just a thin bead of glue all round. And there you go, another hashtag simple stamping card. Just got some layers, and it's the stamp set is that I've used exclusively is Timeless Charm, and again this is an online exclusive. I think the last one I did was from the online exclusives, so you need to look online to see these. They are not in the catalogue, but there's some exciting choices there, and there will even be new online exclusives coming out at the beginning of November for customers, already available to demonstrators and anyone signing up this month with the amazing 35% off offer. Just saying, you can also order from the online exclusives. Even putting that away and pulling out something to use next. So thank you very much for coming along and watching the video today. I really appreciate you, and thanks. If you haven't already subscribed, please would you subscribe, and please press the bell icon so that you will be notified when I'm coming on again. And I will be here soon with project, I don't know, will be about 27 or something coming up soon. Lost count, but I'll sort it out. Take care. Bye just now.